on our work, because that's what this bill's about. So let me introduce myself. I'm Ken Lewenza, former president of IBEW, now Unifor. Let me acknowledge the participants at this demonstration. And let me say and remind the Liberal government under Premier Wynne, I remember the days when they were in opposition. They would stand up in opposition and they would decry any legislation that was tied to an omnibus bill that lacked consultation with the people involved in the process. So Kathleen Wynne has violated every ethical code that she had in opposition when it comes to an omnibus bill that attacks the value of skilled trades in this country, values in this province. And I just want to say to folks coming from a private sector union that the skilled trades and apprentices, I hear every single day how much you're valued. Every single day how we have to increase apprentices. Every single day how we have to get out and reach for diversity within our skilled trade groups. And every single day we talk about the shortage of skilled trades. Yet today, how they're dealing with the skilled trades is say it's okay that somebody without a journeyman status can do your work. It's okay that scabs that are not regulated, quite frankly, could interfere in our trade groups that we have held close to our hearts for years, not for our interest. This is what bothers me. It's never been about our interests. It's been about the quality of the job. It's been about the skills that are involved. It's about making sure that we go on job sites, both in the construction trade and in the private sector, in a safe, trained way. Everything that this omnibus bill does, everything that this omnibus bill does attacks our trades. So I want to congratulate the Building Trades Progressive Coalition that have come together, that are the faces of all of the skilled trades people, representing trades in multiple classifications, representing apprentices, and representing the future kids that are dying to have an opportunity to be a skilled tradesperson with meaningful work, good paying jobs. I just said to the leadership of the building trades just now, if we just went through our taxes in the last hour that we pay into the provincial government, they might change their mind. But at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, I want to say as a citizen, your work is valued. As a citizen, your trade group is recognized. As a citizen, our work to advance the causes of trades and increase the apprenticeship programs that gives the next generation wonderful opportunities, working at good jobs, paying decent wages, and paying decent taxes to the government. This is not about you in isolation. It is about the kind of province that we want. A province with well-skilled trades, journey people that are certified to do the job that they were trained to do. It's about giving the apprentices confidence when they're working with those trade groups that someday they will be a journey person doing the same work as those that trained them within that journey status. So brothers and sisters, what a wonderful turnout. Right now it's very important that we give each other applause, because you're defending not your jobs, you're defending the Canadian economy. It's about the Ontario economy. It's about your work. It's about making sure that you're respected in the workplace. And our message to employers, don't you bastardize our trades, because if we have to, we'll drop our tools in the private sector, in the building trades, and we will say to employers that are supporting this bill, and those scab labor unions out there supporting this bill, that you will be in isolation if we decide to mobilize and work together as a group. When was the last time we seen trades from every sector working together in the interest of our jobs, but in the interest of the economy? So brothers and sisters, give yourself a round of applause for participating in building a better Ontario. We have a better Ontario because of you, and we're going to hold on this better Ontario because of you. Thank you all.
Good morning. Let's hear it for Ken and everything he's done and everything in the support of Unifor. I too would like to thank you for coming out today. My name's James Hogarth. I'm the president of the Progressive Certified Compulsory Trades and the business manager of the Ontario Pipe Trades Council, which represents 4 of the compulsory trades here today. Further to that, I am also a licensed steam fitter with UA Local 46 here in Toronto. Having said that, I know how passionate you all are about our trades and the time we have invested in our apprenticeships, training and certification so that we can be proud of what we do and make sure that we do it safely. Unfortunately, this Liberal government wants to change all that. They think it's okay for someone off the street to come in and do our work, your work, with no apprenticeship, no skills, no training, and no safety. How does that make you feel? Exactly, and I'm not feeling too good about it either, and neither should the public, who will not know if their schools, hospitals, nursing homes, refineries, or even their nuclear power plants are built safely in this province. We come here today, both labor and employer, to send a strong message to Kathryn Wynne that we know what she's up to, helping her friends who will profit off of cheap labor at the expense in return for political support. And we thought she was our friend. But I do know who our friend is, and she's standing here today. Catherine Fife, the NDP member from Kitchener-Waterloo, has stood in the House and eloquently defended the principles we believe in, and she's calling out Wynne for what she is doing. Please give a loud, warm welcome for Catherine Fife.
Good morning, friends, brothers and sisters. I want to thank all of you for coming to Queen's Park today. You are demonstrating that your commitment to holding this government to account and holding them to account for the safety of workers in the province of Ontario. So thank you for being here. None of us do this work alone. I'm here with Wayne Gates, MPP from Niagara. Peter Tabbins, right here. Yeah. Franz Jelena, Nickel Belts. Jennifer French from the Shaw. John Vantoff. And Lisa Gretzky from Windsor. We are proud to be here with you today. Now, the title of this bill, Bill 70, is Building Ontario Up for Everyone. Kathleen Wynne finally remembered that you had to add the everyone. Kathleen Wynne's Liberal government has forgotten that if you want to build Ontario up, you need the skilled trades to do so. Now, there's a pattern with this government that they continue to put their interests first and the interest of the private organizations that donate the most money to them. This government does not honor the workers in Ontario, and they've proven that time and time again. Not the rights of workers in a safe workplace, not their commitment to a healthy workplace, and certainly not their commitment to injured workers in the province of Ontario. They are showing this to workers in Ontario every day, and Bill 70 is another example of what they're doing. I want to remind you that the same day that Bill 70 was introduced, senior government staff wrote in an email that Bill 70 will reduce the burden of unnecessary processes such as routine inspections. We know what makes a safe workplace. It's holding people to account for that safety in that workplace. Damn right. Now, every day in Waterloo, I pass this building where a young man, Nick Lalonde, who was 23 years old, fell to his death. He had no working at heights training. the site had not been inspected, and I think about worker safety every single day, as do all of these members that are on the stage. It is very personal for us in the province of Ontario, as it should be.
Yeah!
Now, we push this government for working at heights, and we've been pushing them again on Bill 70, and they don't like that, but we don't care. So, I want to leave you with this thought. There are two serious and substantive labor bills buried in this omnibus bill, Bill 70. Now, they don't want to debate their record of worker rights in the province of Ontario. They don't want to listen to the skilled trades. They don't want to engage with the skilled trades. But by being here today, you have given them no choice but to pay attention to the skilled trades, and we thank you for that. So, we will stand shoulder to shoulder with you. You stand shoulder to shoulder with us, and we will make this province a better place for all workers in the province of Ontario. Thank you for being here today.
Good morning. I can't hear you at the back. We want to make sure the Liberals hear you. Let's let them know you're here fighting for your jobs in the province of Ontario. Let's hear you. I want to thank Ken Lewenza for starting this off. Let's give Kenny a round of applause. He's been fighting workers for his whole life. And then I want to say to the trades, here in the province of Ontario, we thought when the Liberals got a majority government, they would support workers in the province of Ontario. What are we finding today? They are turning their back for their corporate friends, and that's absolutely wrong. And then I want to say that I've had the privilege, to represent skilled trades workers, one with the CAW as a committee person, but equally important, as a president of my local 199 in St. Catharines. I am a union brother that will not tolerate allowing a government or a party to take on workers in the province of Ontario, whether that be in safety. And then I'm going to finish by saying, can you imagine, at a time when we're encouraging our young people to get involved with the trades, we're encouraging young women to get involved with the trades, this government is attacking our youth in the province of Ontario. Stand up against the Liberals, stand up against the Conservatives, and make sure our children and our grandchildren are skilled trades, being paid fair wages, being paid fair benefits, and making sure every single workplace you go into is safe. Thank you very much for giving me a couple minutes of your time. Thank you.
My name is James Barry from the Construction Council of Ontario with the IBEW. First of all, I want to thank every one of you for coming today. We put this together literally over the weekend, and this shows what we can do when we work together. So thank you all. Very proud of everyone here. Thank you, Kathryn and the NDP caucus, for coming up. It's my pleasure now to bring up Randy Hillier, Progressive Conservative from Lanark, Frontenac, Addington, and Lennox, and his caucus. Randy, come on up, please. Randy. Give them a round of applause. They're here to support us in the fight against Schedule 17. Thank you. I've known Randy for almost 30 years. I worked with Randy. I went to trade school in Ottawa with Randy as we went through to get our certificate of qualification, a 309A. Randy is a 309A holder and understands the implications of what is happening. So I've asked Randy to speak on behalf of the Progressive Conservatives for Ontario. Randy, here you go. Thank you.
Thank you, James. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you and seeing so many people coming from across the province to stand up for what is right, stand up for yourselves, stand up for democracy, and let's give Kathleen Wynne a little punch in the nose in the process. I'd like to welcome members of my caucus here with us today in support of the skilled trades and in opposition to Schedule 17 of Bill 70. We've got Bob Bailey from Sarnia. A great union town, a great skilled trades town, Sarnia. And we've gone to battle for some of those agreements down in Sarnia once before. We also have Rick Nichols from Chatham, Kent. My neighbor, Steve Clark from Leeds and Grenville. Another neighbor on the other side from Hastings, Prince Edward Hastings, Todd Smith. And another neighbor, John Yakubuski from Renfrew, Nipissing, Pembroke. And Lauren Cole from Whitby. Listen, we're not going to spend a lot of time about process or about anything else, but I will say this. Kathleen Wynne has slipped in a schedule in an omnibus bill that she was hoping nobody would see, nobody would notice, and it would just slip through the legislative process. It's not the first time she's tried things like this. And the only time that it gets stopped is when people get mobilized and take action. Listen, we all know, years ago when I used to actually do some real work as an electrician before I got into politics, we know that everybody here wants to do a good job. Everybody on this stand with me wants to do a good job. Everybody out here wants to do a good job. I can't say the same thing for the Ontario Liberals and Kathleen Wynne. She wants to do a job, and it's a job on you guys that she wants to get done. Yeah, but she can't do that. Listen, we don't have a lot of tools in this legislature to combat a majority government. But that won't stop us from trying. We have to, and we can, if Kathleen Wynne gives the order to her MPPs, she can have Schedule 17 pulled out of the bill. She can do it, okay? All she needs is motivation, and that's what we're going to do. But we need you guys to give her that motivation as well.
Get her out here.
She can either pull it out of the bill completely, or in committee, she can amend that bill and neuter it so it doesn't have the negative consequences that it will have if it goes through. I didn't know if some people were saying pull it out or lock her up, or there could have been a few things there. Anyway.
File 13. 17 into file 13. That's where 17 goes.
Listen, one thing I want to leave you with here today is this is not the end of your fight. It's not the end of the battle on Schedule 17. It's just the beginning. And you have to keep it up, you have to ramp it up, you have to keep moving. Every one of those signs that you're carrying, every Liberal MPP should see those signs, whether it's at their constituency office, whether it's in front of their offices, whether it's on the job sites, whether it's making phone calls, whatever you can do, and you've got to do it quick. After question period this morning, Bill 70 goes for second reading vote. We'll be opposing Bill 70. But it still has a journey after second reading. Everybody here and all your friends, all your neighbors, all your co-workers who couldn't make it here today, everybody has to get on the phones, has to stand up and tell them that it doesn't go past committee with Schedule 17. Thank you. Pull her out! Pull her out!
Right to work legislation. You pushing
Hey, I want to thank Randy for that speech. What a great turnout. You get a whole new perspective from up here. My name's Dan Lancia, and I'm representing the Electrical Contractors Association of Ontario. I'm also a contractor, and we hire certified compulsory trades all the time, and so do our members. And we feel strong about it because we know we're going to get good quality work, done safely, on time, and nothing else. There's not going to be any accidents on our jobs. No scabs, no nothing. We can't afford for this bill to go through. We got to pull 17 and get rid of the Wynne government. We got to get rid of Kathleen Wynne. We got to make Ontario strong for our trades and our compulsory trades. So we got to all stand up together and fight for what we believe in. And believe you me, us contractors that I represent, we believe in compulsory trades. So thank you very much for coming here and representing. I'm really proud of you. Thank you.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. What a great crowd we have today. My name is John Breslin. I'm the National Director of Skilled Trades for Unifor, representing over 60,000 trades Canada-wide. For those of you who know, Bill 70 and Schedule 16 and 17 talk about health and safety in skilled trades. What this bill is going to do is going to take away the enforcement from the College of Trades. And the two main reasons the College of Trades are there are for enforcement and scope of practice. This is in danger if this bill goes through, so it's a great turnout today. We don't want the Ontario Labour Relations Board overturning decisions that's been made by the enforcement officers for people performing our work that are not only uncertified, they're unqualified, and they'll do it unsafely. We want to make sure when we go to work, we come home the same day. We don't die on the job. Because what this bill is going to do is going to make sure our workers, they won't be returning home safely. What this bill is also going to do, it will make Ontario the lowest standard in Canada for skills, ability, to perform the work. If we look at this bill going through, we look what happened in BC. We have a harmonisation program we're trying to put throughout Canada. What this would do, it would disadvantage apprentices even moving from Toronto for the province of Ontario, going to another province as a second or third year apprentice. The standards would be so low in Ontario, they would have to start again. Now we've been trying this harmonisation program, pan-Canadian program throughout Canada. What this bill would do would make our tradesmen and apprentices the lowest standard in Canada, and we don't want that. So it's great to see everybody here today. A great turnout, and this is only the beginning. Solidarity forever, and I'd like to say thank you to my former national president, Ken Lewenza, and I'm speaking on behalf of my national president, Jerry Dyers. Thank you.
the trades! Save 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 the trades!
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning!
Thank you all so much for coming out this morning at such short notice. I look around here and I'm so proud to see all of our brothers and sisters. We have people that are from the trades that are unions, people of the trades that are non-union, and we're all here to tell this Wynne government that we are mad as hell. This Bill 70 that they've come out with as a budget bill has slid in several sections that have absolutely nothing to do with finance. And the reason they do that is so that they can slide it through. It's a whip vote, and their own caucus can't vote against it. Since they've got a majority, it will go through, and they want it done before Christmas. We found out about this about a week and a half ago. This is how fast this all came about. They're doing final debate on it today. It's supposed to go to committee tomorrow, and they want it rammed through by December the 8th. They're in there doing that right now. My job, I'm a licensed electrician. My current position, I'm the Executive Secretary Treasurer of the IBEW Construction Council of Ontario, but I still carry my ticket with pride. I have sons that are in the trade, that are licensed journeymen, went through the apprenticeship. Why did we do that? We did that because we knew, even though we had to work for reduced wages, we had to go to trade school. We got unemployment insurance, but we still had to go to trade school at our own expense. We worked through 8,000 hours and about 1,000 hours worth of school. I went and wrote a license because it meant something.
Yeah! Because we're properly trained! Because we're skilled!
And we have a great deal of pride in being able to carry out our craft, knowing that we are some of the best tradespeople, if not the best tradespeople in the world. This government is in the process of undoing all that and taking your license. It'll take time. It'll be eroded gradually. It won't be a sudden shock. But in the future, eventually, because of the way the Ontario Labour Relations Board carries out their business, and I won't try and get into explaining it, it's very, very complicated. I've been doing this for 24 years and I still scratch my head every time I walk out the door there. But the process will allow for a vice chair of the Ontario Labour Relations Board, who's usually a lawyer, to decide whether or not public safety, worker safety, consumer protection, or any of that is valid. The Ontario College of Trades and Apprenticeship Act says that for compulsory trades, there is only one way that work can be done. That's through the scope of practice of 22 trades that are considered compulsory. It also offers an avenue for those trades that aren't compulsory to be able to pitch the case that they should be. In my case, the IBEW, we're in the queue right now for line workers. Line workers, a lot of people don't understand this or realize this. Line workers are not a compulsory trade. We have people working on 500,000 volts that don't need a license to do that. Now,
Tell when to do it!
so we were happy when the College of Trades came out because it gave us an avenue at least to go out and pitch the case that we believe that the proper training, proper education of people that are working in dangerous industries should be able to at least go in and say, here's why we need to be compulsory, and have a body that listens to it, that's from industry and understands industry, not by a bunch of bureaucrats. With all due respect to bureaucrats and to the legal profession and to any profession, I respect what they do for a living. I certainly don't expect them to decide how and what I'm supposed to do for a living. So,
Tell them to change 500,000 volts!
So that's a big part of it. There's other trades that are involved. There's iron workers, boiler makers, carpenters, millwrights. All of those trades are trades that should be regulated and should be lifted up as a profession, not torn apart, so that some corporations or some general contractors or some individuals are able to capitalize on that at our expense. So I want to thank everybody for coming out today to stand here and tell them, and believe me, they had no idea, and I didn't either, to be honest with you, that it could come to this and be this big. And this is one of the proudest moments of my union life, to be able to stand up here in front of you guys and see such a strong showing. And we need to tell this government, this isn't the end. This is the beginning. And we're not taking this. Thanks very much, everybody. We have no leadership in the House. The Deputy Speaker wants to come up and address the crowd.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. I can proudly say I was a steel worker in Stelco for 32 years, and I'm a union brother. Today I'm Speaker of the House in the afternoon, so I had to wear this get up and go here. But the bottom line is, I'm with you, brothers and sisters. This item 16 and 17 are a disgrace, and it's an attack on the trades. And being a Hamilton boy and a steel worker, you can be sure I've got the fists up and ready to rumble. So we're not gonna. Us Hamilton boys aren't going to take it either. So we're with you, brothers and sisters. This is a magnificent turnout. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't think I've seen this one this big in a couple years. It's fantastic. And I think you stick together, keep your union sticking together, and we're going to win this fight.
I can't emphasize enough, this is the beginning. This is the first day. We may have to come back and do this again.
We'll do it!
We stand united and we stand strong as long as we have to. We have to stop this at Bill Schedule 17. It's got to stop. It's up to us to do it. The Liberals are not listening, so stand, fight, let your voice be heard. Thank you again. There's many trade unions, many people here today. It looks like there's probably between 3,000 and 4,000. We did that in 3 days. Imagine what we can do when we put this together over the next few weeks. We fight for our rights. Our trade license is our lifeblood for our families. Yes. Continue to fight and we will succeed. Thank you.